All right, my man. State your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
Hey, Nick, how are you? This is Dr. Drum.
All right.
I was here, I was raised in the Bronx. And growing up, man, was, if you didn't play basketball, that was part of my youth is, playing basketball in the
Are
schoolyard.
you a Nick
Yeah.
fan though?
So, yeah, I became a Knicks fan. That was what I was watching when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Guys like Walt Frazier, um, Willis Reed. My God.
Let's start with Walt Frazier. I'm going to cut you off.
Okay.
How great was Walt Frazier?
Oh, man, this guy was a great shooter. I mean, his person. What I liked about Walt Frazier was his humbleness, his skills on the floor. Great shooter. I think that era is what kept me liking basketball. I think a lot changed throughout that, but people like the Knicks, that personality that kept me watching the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he a tough player? When you speak of Frazier?
No. I didn't see him as a tough player. I just saw him as a smart player.
Why you say that? What made him smart versus being tough?
What made him smart? He didn't get into no controversy. Very humble, very well respected. You wouldn't want to, do nothing bad. Yeah, he was just that type of person, just a good character and a good ball player. So he gave integrity to the game. That's my point. And I don't think, a few people today that I could say that's what they do. But back then, that's what Walt Frazier gave to the game, integrity. And that's why I remember guys like Walt Frazier. I don't remember everybody, but I remember him.
And Willis Reed, of course.
Of course, Willis Reed. That was the man. He was the guy the go-to guy when the guy like Will Chamberlain was coming down. That who else you go to? You had to have Willis Reed was the man that you depended on to defend him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when we speak of toughness, would it be safe to say that Willis Reed had that toughness?
Oh, of course. Willis Reed, I think he's a model for toughness. He modeled that. Being strong, consistent. Just an example. I think that the fact that I still remember these names and they're few, like I can't remember everybody.
Right.
But these are the guys. For some reason, I'm 65 years old, man, and it's like yesterday.
Right.
So that's what they, that game that they played, that's what they left me.
Now, when the Knicks played against the Lakers, I believe they was playing up against Will Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Was you in doubt? Was it like the David and Goliath?
That's what it was always about, and I think maybe that's what made me such a Knicks fan. Was where I come from, growing up, poverty, through oppression. The only thing you have is hope, and the Knicks gave us hope.
Knicks gave us hope.
The Knicks gave us hope.
Now, moving up a little, man, I want to talk about Patrick Ewing, man.
Oh, man.
Patrick Ewing Knicks, man. Why didn't we get a chip under Patrick Ewing? What was missing when we compare the era between Patrick Ewing leading the Knicks and players like Willis Reed?
I mean, that's hard to explain for me to say. I think that goes with the way the world is changing today, too. There's certain things that it's hard to explain, but it just goes with the way life is. And I think that the era that Patrick coming into the Knicks, it was just a tough era. To continue that integrity that the Knicks had. That I think that we lost, not just in the ball game, but just in life, man. And that's
do you think Jordan had anything to do with Pat coming up short? Michael Jordan?
Well, no, I mean, you can't blame a man for doing his thing, So that's not. I don't. I think that's the way the system is. They play us against each other, but they were all great players. These are our people, man. Rising up. That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you agree if Bernard King and Patrick Ewing played together on the Knicks, that maybe the Knicks would have gotten a championship?
Oh yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, that's another great player. So if it would have happened, who knows what could have happened.
Was you upset when he got traded? Did you feel that the Knicks did Bernard King wrong?
Yeah, definitely, man. I did, I did had a lot of respect for Bernard King. I think that was something that we should have kept it going. That's what I'm saying, man. Things change today, man. Instant gratification, we're always giving up too soon and trying to, chasing the next person and not holding on to what we have. I mean, my life is changing. I believe, I've learned to be grounded with my roots, not because the system taught me that. I had to break away from the systematic mentality and learn who I am and where I come from. And I realized that our gold, our treasure is our roots, is our history.
Okay.
You know?
And when we speak of the roots, when we speak of that of Knicks basketball, are you saying, sir, that it became about money instead of the love of the game?
Yeah, man. That was what the Knicks was about, loyalty at the time. You had a group of people that were just loyal to one another, man. That's what I'm saying. That's yesterday. So that's where I'm at. I'm still there,
All right, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I want to thank you for coming on Real Talk with Nick. My man had a little flashback on how it was back in the
Yeah.
days concerning Knicks basketball when we speak of the game
Thank you.
concerning the NBA, man. Thank you for coming on Real Talk with Nick.
Thank you, brother.